How's it going, everyone? You may be wondering where I am, and yeah, I'm pretty much in the middle of nowhere. I'm in Lucerne Valley right here, and I'm standing in a location that used to be an old camping spot of ours when we used to come up here years ago. The location wasn't as you see it today. Now it looks like they have a mining operation or something set up over here. At least that's what it looks like. But this area right here used to be where you see that train. There used to be another one there. There used to be this old train car, a big red train car that was it was old, destroyed, had bullet holes all over it because we used to come out camping and shooting, and we weren't the only ones coming out here. But yeah, it was a nice place, and it's kind of sad to see it the way it is now. And there's nothing around here for miles and miles. But apparently now there seems like they have been mining this area, I think for quartz or whatever, possibly, because we used to find a lot of quartz around here. You could just look around and find quartz rocks everywhere. In that little area right there next to where the back tires are at. We used to set up our tent there and just sleep out here, sometimes for 4 days straight. We used to have in that corner right here our little fire going, little campfire, little fire pit that we built. I'm gonna walk over there. I wonder if there's still any remains of it, even though I doubt it. There was another spot down the road where we used to go camping and shooting over there as well, and it was just another spot we chose. There was nothing wrong with this one, but we decided one day to find another place to camp at. And it's down there somewhere in the middle of nowhere. It's all dark, and yeah, I got my spotlights on right now. That's why I managed to get some light in here. It's interesting also, one day when hiking up the road a few miles from here, where they have this canyon. It's excavated into the rock, and there's Indian petroglyphs all over the walls, thousands of years old. And we used to go out there hiking around that area, and it was beautiful. I mean, I hope it still is the same today as it used to be, even though back then there were still people, idiots, going over there chopping pieces of rock off the sides of the canyon just to take home these pieces of beautiful petroglyphs. Ruining nature like that, just ruining nature. And one day while we were hiking out there, I noticed in the distance, we noticed a car that just looked out of place. This is an area where, well, I'm out here with the Crown Victoria, that makes it pretty, it comes out here with no problem, but there's some cars that might have an issue. Better out here with a truck and an off-road vehicle. But this one was a little Toyota hatchback that it looked out of place, because at least even a car like that one, a Crown Vic, you can still load up a bunch of stuff. I mean, we used to take out my Nissan and my van at the time and load it up with wood, firewood, ammo, and everything. But that little tiny car looked small. You know, there's something didn't look right. And as we were walking towards the canyon, I felt this feeling like something was odd, something was off. Just, there was something weird with that car. And we saw it in the distance. This was like probably where we were walking, a mile from us, or a half a mile at least, in the distance. Well, didn't think anything of it. We went for our hike, and on the way back, 2 hours after we sat in the canyon for a while, we noticed the car was still there. And I got that eerie feeling again, almost like something was wrong, like something was out of place. And just, I couldn't take my eyes off it. Like, I don't know how to describe that feeling. Like, almost like if you saw a ghost or something. I don't even know. I don't even know how to describe it to you. Well, a friend of mine decided to walk up to it because by the time we got back, it was hours after, and that car was still there, and we thought, who knows, maybe it's some people that got stranded, or they need help. When we saw it at the beginning, it's the same feeling, but hey, could be some hikers or something, who knows. A lot of people come out here to visit those canyons. But on the way back, it just seemed too odd, so we decided to stop and take a look, and that's when my friend walked up, and when he walked up to the car, he came back. I started walking towards the vehicle just to go check it out, what's going on, and he's like, dude, don't go up to it, there's a dead body in the car. And knowing my friend, you know, he's this friend of mine, he used to joke around all the time, he used to screw with me like that, so I'm like, yeah, the dead body in the car, yeah, right, okay, yeah. Well, at first I looked at, before I walked up, I stared at it at a distance through my, I had a little handheld camcorder at the time. I just stared through the viewfinder and zoomed in, and that's when I saw some white figure where the head of the driver should be. Like, it just looked weird. Okay. I walk up to the car, and sure enough, in the driver's seat, there was the body of a man, and immediately, given the location, I thought, who knows, maybe someone brought him out here and did something to him. So we how do you say, we started watching our back for, who knows, maybe this guy, the guy who did it is still out here and this is fresh. Well, called the sheriffs. They take a while to get here because it's a remote area, and come to find out they were looking for the man, and he was been missing for approximately 2 weeks, and this was in the middle of June in the hot sun. He was sitting in the car with the windows rolled up. I'm not going to describe you the sight of what I saw in that vehicle, but it wasn't pretty. And the odor was even worse. But yeah, waited for the sheriffs to come back after they went up to go check out the car. Took quite a while, and they told us there was no foul play. The man committed suicide. And one thing that just stuck with me is that they were searching for this man all this time. So they had a search party going on or whatever. So when I got home, I started looking for people around this area that have gone missing, and to see if I can find who this guy was. For some reason, it just stuck with me. You know, I still remember it to this day. And, you know, I'm not going to mention his name because who knows who'd be watching this video. I don't want to give back that memory to those people that lost this man. But even if I don't, I mean, if I mention who he was a fire captain from Apple Valley. Comes to find out that it looks like he lost his job, and whatever difficulties he was going on in his life at the moment, he decided that he had enough. And interesting spot also where he decided to end his life. A spiritual location, if you want, a very spiritual location, at least according to us, if you believe in that sort of thing. Indian grounds, you know, there's a special feeling, at least for me, going out there. And perhaps I thought that's the reason why he decided to, of all places, take his life over there, because this was definitely planned out. He had the intention of doing so. Apparently he wasn't happy with his life. And there are times in everyone's life where you might feel down for whatever reason, but apparently this man reached the moment where you could just take enough pain when you finally go kaput. And possibly that's another reason I'm out here tonight. Since I'm out here, I don't know, the memory, I guess, or something. and also to check out what the old spot looked like. What can I say? What a shame. Things change. Sometimes not for the best. At least for me, this is not a good change. This used to be a beautiful sight. And I'm not saying anything for the people who are now doing whatever work they're doing over here. You bought the land, whatever. All good for you, but okay. Let's hope the whole desert doesn't become like this. But while I'm out here, I might as well just check out a few more places and then head back. I think I had enough for tonight. It's getting late. There was no way in the world back then that I would have thought to come up at this time all the way out in the middle of nowhere, because literally I can't give you cross streets here. I have to pull up GPS coordinates. But yeah, beautiful sky too. You can still see everything up here. However, let's check out the rest of the place and see what happened. What happened to it. Sorry folks, I'm pretty much darkened out here. I'm standing right next to where our tiny fire pit used to be. It's no longer here. It's dark. I mean, sorry if you guys can't see me, but you know, I left my phone in the car too, so, and my flashlight's dead, so bear with me. But instead, you see it out there in the distance. If you can't make out what that is, it's a porta potty. To put it bluntly, when we used to have to go, and while I'm at it, excuse me. Let me turn myself this way, at least you get a little bit more light. But yeah, when we used to go, literally when we used to have to go, we just would go behind one of those rocks over there or something. We used to have a saying, watch out that a rattlesnake don't bite your ass while you're going back there, you know, to go answer the call of nature. But now we got a porta potty. Fire pit's gone. Our little tent used to be on this side. Yeah, that's where we used to always put up the tent. And now, no, they brought that up with a big rig. That's not the same train car. I don't know what they did with the old one. They must have hauled it out or something, because it's no longer here. Well, like I said, people, things change. Oh well, I guess it's time to head back, and obviously, since I'm out here, I can't go back without doing what we always used to do out here, except for the camping part. I'm going back home. So let's head back the road, down the road a little bit. See, the road down here is pretty interesting.
Turn left. Back on right. Keep left.
Well, when we were searching for the road down here, we would usually look for this rock, as you can see, this big boulder. It used to be a hole, now it's chipped in half, but that used to be our landmark on how to find a road that would lead us up to the train that you just had a pleasure of viewing. And here we have the road on the way back that we used to take all the time. Nice, huh? Like I said, this is right in the middle of nowhere, as you can see. Now don't worry about me driving and filming at the same time here, because really, like I said, I could stop here and just look at this. Dust everywhere. And the beauty of this is that there's literally nothing all around. I just stopped with my car real quick just to check out this area again. As you can see, there are tracks because during the day people like to come here and go off-roading. But there's literally, as you can see, nothing for miles and miles and miles. One time I got stuck here and it wasn't fun. Yeah, my tires blew up. My front tires. And getting out of here was an interesting thing, but let's finish this off. So hopefully I put myself well into focus here with the light and all that. I don't have a cameraman to operate for me, so I had to regulate everything on my own, but let's try this out. It's been a while. Got some 45 ball ammo to shoot. I have to still try this one out. Still haven't done so. So why not? Nice. Alright, so while I'm at it, let me shoot off my last one here, and then I'll fire off something bigger because I loaded that with me while I was at it just to have some fun with it too. Now, last few with an old favorite of mine. This right here, my old camping rifle, if you want to call it. I didn't even get a proper sling for it. I just rigged this up the way it is. Mosina Gant, love this thing. 7.62x54R. I don't even know if this thing fires, it's been so long. However, we're gonna try it out now, won't we? We'll figure it out. Damn, my hands are freezing too. Out here it's really cold. During the night, just a killer. Let's try to see if this thing still works now, won't we? Still solid as it used to be. Alright, chamber's clear. Let me pick up my brass. Always remember to do that. Clean up where you dirtied up. Don't leave your crap in nature. And plus, if you leave your crap in nature laying around, I'm gonna pick up your brass and recycle it. Because yeah, it's worth a lot of money. Fill up 2 buckets. One time we did it, and it gets heavy, but you can make some cash with it. Alright folks, I'm done for tonight. Just had some fun here. Just had to come out here since I was close by. And yeah, let me remove the ghetto ear protection here that I have. Yeah, okay. Hope you guys can still hear me right. Hope the microphone didn't destroy itself with this. And hope you guys have a good night, morning, afternoon, whatever time it is that you are watching this video. Till next time, I'll see you. And who knows when I'm going to come out here again. It's a long way, but it's fun. Later, people.